Most students we interview want to start in sales but think they should move into marketing soon after. How long would you plan to stay in sales and why?
First of all, I believe that sales is a better fit for me than marketing has, just from my past experiences and in learning myself and how I operate. And I found that I love how hands on sales is, and being around and meeting new people is really enjoyable for me. I enjoy the pressure, but also enjoy building relationships through sales. I've also been studying professional selling in school, and I really am fascinated by it. The different techniques and the different ways to build relationships and connect with people in making sales. I've also loved finding ways to be just yourself and being authentic, but also being successful at a job. And so throughout high school and college, my choice of job has been in sales. I've been involved with several different retail companies, with Kirkland's and Hallmark, and then most recently have been working for a tour company in my hometown, and have found that by engaging people in providing services for them or selling them different things, whether it's retail or a tour, have just found so much satisfaction from that, and believe that by me working for you, I'm not going to transition into marketing because I prefer sales to it.
As a salesperson, what would you expect from NetSuite?
I would expect, first and foremost, clear communication is incredibly important to me. Knowing kind of what the boundaries are as an employee, knowing what is expected of me, but then also being updated consistently on new things within the company, within changing of management, but just kind of on the day-to-day, having clear communication that is fluid from each role each level of management. But also expect that there would be support and space to cultivate trust and relationship with peers and also managers. I've found that it is way more helpful to work with people that you trust and have that space to cultivate relationship with. So I would expect space for that, but then also would expect other employees to be good at initiating conversation, good at initiating relationship within the workplace. And then finally, just expect to have the resources and technology that is needed for me to perform my job well, and expect that would happen.
Which would you prefer, salary or commission, and why?
Now, I'm not sure if this is a conventional answer to the question you're asking of whether salary or commission, but I would prefer both. Having a baseline salary, and it can even be a reduced salary, but then allowing there to be space for commission. I believe as an employee of having the trust that there is going to be a check every 2 weeks is really encouraging, and also just builds trust and just kind of having that safety in mind, but then also leaving space and need for commission also is good for incentive, and is also good for morale and working when you have something that you really are working forward to and having a goal for. So I would prefer a reduced salary with the space for commissions to be tacked on as well as the sales happen.
Tell me about a situation where you were selling something, an idea or anything, and they weren't buying. What did you do? Why did that work or fail to work?
With one of my previous jobs, I worked at Kirkland's, which is a type of home goods decor store, and one of our responsibilities was selling store credit cards to guests or customers as they would come in, or when they would be checking out as well. And that always felt a little pushy at times, and a lot of people declined. But what I found is that when I was my genuine self and was authentic and was showing that I really did want to help the customer by providing them with the credit card for their good of getting a discount for their current day, for their purchases they're making that day, they really did open up more. A lot of times though, when I was declined or when just simply asking didn't work, found that telling stories of previous guests that maybe bought similar things or even bought more, and the savings that they made from utilizing the credit card. So by giving examples, and then by also really coming across as genuinely wanting to help was more enticing for the customer than it seeming like they're another number, they're another helping you hit another quota or something like that. So I think by being authentic, but then by also giving kind of doing some storytelling along with trying to make that sale of the credit card.